Hello? Hello? Oh, it's a bit too warm now. Oh, hello, are you there? 7 viewers have joined this broadcast. Hello, you 7. Did it freeze? What happened? Because on my end it looked like everything was fine, but it wasn't. We were there the entire time. Well, that's the thing, but there was no chatting. Everything kind of froze. So I've just reset it instead because it froze. I mean, it might have come back on, but as far as I knew, it was over. Whew. Kitana, thank you for your 100 likes. And Gitty is now my #1 fan. I do apologise to whoever, if anybody gave me any bits in that last one, because I basically just threw them all in the bin. I said bits, didn't I? That's not even what YouNow's about. It's about a different emoji, isn't it? Karina S. God bless you. Crabstickz is now trending. I doubt it. I don't usually trend. Winky the Twinkie. Winky the Twinkie's back on. Oh shit. Thank you, Miambo12. I'm trying to guess which one of you are robots now. Thanks, Eve B, for your 50 likes. I'm just trying to get into the chat here because I've just woken up from a cheese nap. Chris, can you not do YouNows but on Twitch? What do you mean, like when it says IRL or whatever? I could do. I think it's... Hold on, I'm just going to rearrange my chair. I need cushions. I suppose so. Yeah, that might work, but well, I suppose there's no reason why I wouldn't. I think that's what I find quite annoying at the moment is with the social networky live stuff is I don't really know what to do with it. You know, I could keep it all on. I could do it all on YouTube. I could do Twitch and YouNow. I could go on fucking Snapchat. I just don't really understand what to pick or which one to do it on. And I know people say I like it all on YouTube, but then I tend to lose a lot of subscribers if I do it all on YouTube. Hey there, Baza G, if you know what I mean, because I guess people don't like to watch you do stuff that they haven't subscribed for. I mean, I really don't care actually anymore because it's all very confusing. I think at the end of the day, there's loads of fucking sites. There's no reason to pick one over the other. I guess as well, the other argument is on, what am I saying? On YouNow, there aren't so many people as there are in IRL Twitch. So it's that kind of thing where I might find some new people. I think YouNow has a lot of new people. I mean, at the end of the day, I'll just do everything, really. I think March is a month of just trying stuff out. Thank you, Choco. I'm just trying stuff out, I think, in March. I think I'll make a decision later. There is something else that's come out. What's this new Rise thing called? Is it called Rise? Rise live streaming, which is supposed to come from Rise, the first live streaming video app. I just got an email about it. I mean, I don't know whether it's worth doing. I think you have to do it on your phone. Anyone here familiar with Rise? Right. Spelled with a Z. I like YouNow, says Idiot Fanatic. It's probably a robot from YouNow, but you can never tell these days, can you? But we'll see. I suppose really on my end, I've got to do stuff for a month or so to be able to look at the graphs and see what see where the views are. I suppose in a way, I was kind of convinced that maybe I should do everything on YouTube and keep it all in one kind of, well, not maybe on my side channel at least, but it doesn't seem to spread around. The only people watching were my subscribers, and the same thing kind of happens, I think, a bit on Twitch. The only people watching are people that have already been watching me, so there's no growth. But I don't know really. So it says, "Do whatever makes you happy." I think that's another thing that's really confusing. If one of them made me happier than the other one, then I'd pick that one. But they're all the same thing. I'm just sat here in front of people talking or playing games. There's no like one is better than the other one. For me personally, it's just me talking. But I also don't really mind doing stuff maybe on YouNow and Twitch where a lot of people can't see me. Sometimes it's nicer to have a smaller audience. I don't always want to be talking to an entire fucking group. What's the easiest setup for you? Says got to be Tumblr. It's all easy. You just turn your webcam on. It literally, like YouNow, Twitch and YouTube, you press a button and that's it, you're going. There's literally no work at all. Thanks, Brianna Rama. I think as well, because some of you saying you can't really subscribe to me here, but you can on Twitch. But then I know that the people who run YouNow have contacted me saying they do want to give me a subscription button, but I'm just not consistent enough. So if I did it a lot, then I could get a subscription button, but then nobody really wants to subscribe to me on this and Twitch. Arrogant Frog is now #1 fan. Oh yeah, you can fan as well, but I don't know. I think what I'm trying to do is just stream because I find it quite fun. The thing that makes it not fun is the numbers. That's the thing that makes it really... I think it makes it really upsetting for someone like me that's always always wondering, like, obviously, how many people watching me now? 140, Jesus. This is pretty good. But then I can't help but think, if I was just on Crabstickz 2, how many people would be watching me? Although it says now 60 people are watching me on YouTube. I think that's the other confusing thing as well. People are watching me on Crabstickz 2. 60 people. So how many people's here? 136. So more people are watching me here than on Crabstickz 2. But then on Crabstickz, because I'm on YouNow, not Crabstickz 2, I can't actually chat to anyone. So there'll be people on Crabstickz 2 leaving messages and shit that I can't read. And most of these people are robots anyway. There's like actually 5 people here. Why don't they just come on YouNow? I don't think everyone has it. Not everybody has got an account, have they? I suppose. I suppose that's why doing it on YouTube would be better, but again, like I say, if I do it on YouTube, I just lose subscribers. Oh, I don't know how it works, people. Who gives a shit? Let's talk about something else. It's really irritating, that subject. Like, I really wish, like, some of these streaming sites would flop. Or what I'd really want to see is a news article tomorrow that says YouTube has bought Twitch and YouNow. Do you know what I mean? And Snapchat. And then I could just do it all on YouTube. Because then it's all one thing. I think maybe what I'll do, like next month, is kind of maybe, I don't know, maybe mix and match. I could do a stream a week on YouNow. Maybe do one on YouTube. Then do some gaming on YouNow, YouTube, and then, do you see what I mean? It sends you fucking mental. Are you planning on doing more streaming than video making? No. Well, I mean, technically, I would say that you end up doing more streaming just because, like tonight, I'll be on YouNow for about 45 minutes, and then I might do some Twitch, and I think it's like that's probably more time than I've spent writing today. But that's just because it's a bit easier, isn't it? I like your gaming streams, Chris. Thanks, Luke58534093. Thank you, Robot, for giving me a false sense of validation, which will then be taken away to control my psychology. How's the new job? It's good. Don't really talk about it because I don't really want people to know where I work. So the more I talk about it, the more obvious it becomes. Like if I said something like, "Yeah, I like it, but I keep coming home smelling of McFries." I don't work at McDonald's, but you know what I'm saying. Martin V, hello Martin V. God bless ye. God bless you. Mathilda Nombo. All right, what's your opinion on nachos? Nachos! I'm just going to have to watch that now. Hold on. I have to watch it when I think about it. It's maybe once a month, this. Not as much as I was watching David S. Pumpkins. But I do have to watch this clip in a while. Hold on.
I just had sex. I'm about to eat nachos! It's the greatest moment of my life! Unless you screw it up with whatever it is you're about to say.
I have to watch that once in a while. What's my opinion on nachos? It's a very mixed bag, isn't it? Because, I mean, it's the chips and the cheese, you know? Some cheese is shit. It doesn't melt very well. Some crisps aren't that good. If you get it right, you get it right. I mean, to be honest, I don't think I've had nachos in a long time, and I think mainly because I'm now lactose intolerant. I'm pretty sure of it. I really don't even need to go to a doctor to find out. I know that's like self-diagnosed, but all I know is if I have cheese or milk, I don't feel well, and if I leave it, I feel better. So, I mean, what's the doctor going to tell me? For example, tonight we had, I don't know what you call it. It's not nachos. You know that old El Paso? You get those old El Paso sets. You can get like a nacho set, a wrap set, an enchilada set. What is the one where it's like in a boat? It's almost like that shape, and it's a boat. It's not tacos, because tacos is like that. Tacos is like a sunset. What's the one that's in a boat? Soft tacos. I think you're right, Jared Way. I think they're just called soft tacos. Tortilla. No, I don't think it's tortilla. Tortilla! Sorry. Yeah, soft tacos. Let me Google that. I think that's what they're called. Really nice, actually. Yeah, soft tacos. It's like a boat. I had those tonight with some cheese, and then we had some cheesecake, and I just had to have a 45-minute sleep. So sorry if I feel I'm a bit groggy right now. Yeah, they're called soft tacos. Soft tortillas, actually. No, yeah, soft tortillas. Soft tortillas. They're good. They're good. I don't like what's the crunchy ones called? Are they called tortillas? Tortillas. Whoo, tortilla. 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 No, that's a round thing. What's the crunchy one called? Taco! I mean, I used to know all this, but there seems to be a lot more varieties now in England. I don't like tacos. Fuck. I'll eat tacos. I'm not saying I don't like tacos. What I'm saying is I just don't like the mess of it a bit. And enchiladas are a bit cheesy. They're a bit too much. You know, I know that's controversial. Janelle Rose has just tipped 50 bars. God bless you, Janelle Rose. You've made all of this worthwhile. And I was that close to quitting again. Justin G, not trying to be a pain, but please don't only do Twitch streams. You see, this is what I mean. You know, I don't know what you mean. Why? You have to tell me why. Please don't only do Twitch streams. Are you talking about don't do Twitch, don't do Twitch, do you have to do YouTube as well, like YouTube videos? I'm still doing YouTube videos. I'm just trying to find a place to be live. I like YouNow. YouNow is pretty good. Twitch is hard to keep up with. Thank you, Onado. Well, I don't know. I think if you guys want to have interactions and like we have conversations, I think the hardest thing then is YouTube, because there's so many people that the chat keeps moving pretty fast. Whereas on Twitch, because I don't really tweet at the moment, I'm not tweeting out that I'm on Twitch all the time because I think it's just like spamming people. It tends to be maybe definitely always under 100 people. But it's interesting. I think the problem with these streaming things is it's like the longer you do it, the more you can see what effect it is. So like I pretty much try to stop after 10 o'clock. I mean, I stop around 10 o'clock. But when I look at the stats, it looks like the most successful time to stream is past 10 o'clock. Because I think people are more likely to be watching a stream very late at night, whereas they watch videos during the day and during the afternoon and at night, and then late at night it's a stream. So if I was to stream up to 12 o'clock midnight, I think I'd get a lot more viewers, but I'm not doing that, because that's where you start doing something that affects your mental health. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I stay up really late all night to Twitch and get more followers, but even though it makes me tired and I'm fucking up my life, fuck that shit. I swear to God, I can hear the ghost of my dead cat. Can we get another Zoella Russian spy impersonation, please? Thank you, Anstatasas. You're now my #1 fan, by the way, Anstatasas. I don't remember the Zoella Russian spy thing. You've got to remember, guys, when I do this, I'm often very, very doped up on lots of psychotropic drugs, so I really don't know what you're talking about. Drunk? No, I wouldn't be here if I was drunk. I'm hecking sick. Give me your sympathy. No, get over it. Get over yourself. Man up. Sympathy isn't going to make you better. Justine G has sent a message, but it's too long for me to read. It looks like there's a limit on the messages, people. Don't go on and on. I mean, stream on YouNow or YouTube too. I just can't get into Twitch, I think is what you're saying. Well, I suppose in a way, the logical thing, if I was to maybe take out the number, ignore the numbers and stuff, the logical thing to do is, of course, just to do stuff all over the place, because then you are, casting a net out. If I do everything on YouTube, all I'm doing is, making stuff for the people that are already subscribed. But I guess on YouNow, there's kind of new people that could see me. And on Twitch is the same, isn't it? Because, for example, like after this stream, I'm going to go and play some more GTA 3 on Twitch. and some people will find me on Twitch that won't have found me on YouTube. I mean, it's bonkers, really, because it's not something I'm thinking about. I think for March, I'm just streaming. I think in March, I need to wait until I've done a month of streaming to be able to actually put the fucking maths together. You're all white, twink, nice goatee, mate. I don't think slight stubble counts as the goatee. I think as well the problem I have is like these cameras aren't very flattering, are they? It's like my hair looks very kind of sweaty and clammy, and it looks like I've got almost a beard. But it's not what I look like when I look like in a mirror. I think it's as well like a lot of people have their lights like that, don't they? Look, if I put my lamps like that. That scared you now. You see, but everybody has faces like that, but they fire fucking these massive lights at them. See, I look beautiful now. I look like I've got makeup on. But that's too bright, unrealistic. As if you weren't white enough. Hey, I'm pretty streets. What am I thinking? Get a fancy ring light. I think people talk about that all the time. I was watching, there's a YouTuber called Pyro Cynical, and I was watching one of his videos, and he has glasses on, doesn't he? And you can quite clearly see a ring light. But you can see that in a lot of people now, can't you? This ring light thing. So you look like you're in an MTV music video. Let me put ring light into. Oh, it's £99. Piss off. £84. That can piss right off. Oh, I suppose I get the idea, actually. I've just realised that a ring light means that you can have the camera in the middle of the ring so that it's the light is equal. Good idea. But, well, if this, YouNow kicks off for me, maybe I can pick myself up a ring light. Let's see if there's a cheap one. Oh, should have made that noise. No, it seems like they're quite expensive, but then the thing about a ring light is because you can quite clearly see lots of YouTubers have ring lights, a lot of young people that want to get into video making, they think, oh, you've only got skill when you get a ring light, and then the companies that make ring lights think, oh yeah, we need to make these more expensive than they are. Do you know what I mean? I like that pigeon professor. That's more my style. Step 1, get a hula hoop. Step 2, set it on fire. Yeah, I think it's the same thing. I think the problem with that is that I'd be kind of live streaming and kind of managing a fire as it potentially spreads. But what Netflix shows are you watching? That comes from Blur. Hello, my name is Blur. Let me put Netflix in because I'm not really watching anything specifically because I'm stealing my sister's Netflix at the moment. Deadpool has just come on, has it? It's been recommended to me anyway. What am I watching? There's nothing. Yeah, I don't think I'm really watching. The only thing I'm really watching at the moment is Search Party on 4OD. From what I can tell, I haven't actually watched Netflix in a while. Trying to watch that new Star Trek with my mum. Star Trek Discovery. She likes it, but I'm not that keen on it anymore. It seems like it's another one of those Netflix shows that I can't help but feel like it's wasting my time a little bit. I'm just having a look. I don't think I've actually been on Netflix to see. I want to watch Lady Dynamite. That's on my list. What's on my list of things to watch? Where'd you find that? My list. Psychoville. I've seen it. I mean, most of the stuff on my list is stuff I've already seen. I just want to keep it in a list. I was going to watch all that new Mystery Science 3000, but Mystery Science Theatre 3000, but I'm not sure if it's going to be funny if it's not the original people. I mean, I'm sure it's funny, but it's, you know, Wet Hot American Summer. I like that, but I've watched all that. I think there's a lot of American Horror Story that I need to watch. I haven't watched any of Chapter 6, or Series 6, I don't know why I call it Chapter 6. Is it good? Has it lost its, what's going on with American Horror Story? Has it still got its, there's that Full Metal Alchemist movie I don't want to watch. I don't know. Blue is the Warmest Colour. That's on my list. I've not watched that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not that into Netflix. Is anyone finding Netflix is getting a bit... It's a little bit shit. It's shitter than I thought it was. I think it's like... Everyone goes on about all the TV shows on it, but then... I'm just not sure they're as good as people think they are. They're just filmed really well, and they're very niche, you know? I mean, it's still good good value for £10, especially if you're stealing it from a family member. I mean, I'm not stealing it, she knows. We're everyone I know is watching my sisters, because I think you can have 5 people. Amazon Prime is better at the moment, said Hannah Reid. Amazon Prime. I don't have Amazon Prime. I got rid of it. Let's have a look. What's on Amazon Prime these days? The Grand Tour, The Man in the High Castle. Oh yeah, The Tick. I did really like The Tick. But they did something awkward with it where they just split it in half. It's not even series 2 that's coming. It's just the fucking second half of what they did. When does The Tick season 2 come out? Yeah, I just got really into The Tick. I think I just forgot which way it goes round. It's based off an old comic maybe that was turned into an animation, which was turned into like a 90s sitcom, which is hilarious. The 90s version is really funny. And then this new one with Peter Serafinowicz is really good. And it's good in a different way. I'd say it's maybe not as funny, but it's definitely a better watch. Because the 90s one is funny, but it's a bit fucking... It's old. I can't really tell when it's coming out. And that's the thing with this. I don't know whether... like if I go into Amazon... Like a lot of these shows aren't actually available on... like other things, are they? If I put The Tick into that, it's only going to tell me to buy it off fucking thingy, isn't it? It's not going to give me a DVD. Yeah, I don't think you can get it on DVD. What's the other show? Yeah, there was somebody at work wants me to watch The Vikings. Is it called The Vikings? Maybe Vikings season 1 to 4, $34.99. Who watches Vikings? Does anybody here watch Vikings? Vikings? Anybody? Nah, it's gay. Not me, nah. Yeah, I suppose this is the wrong crowd to ask if you watch, like, period stuff. Is it not got any anime characters in it? No teen drama. Who watches Riverdale? Should we talk about something more demographically fucking appropriate? Yeah, who watches Riverdale? I'm watching anime right now, says Bipolar Anime. I don't know. Game of Thrones. What do I want to watch? I can't remember. Let's have a look. What's out? I feel like I've been working so hard lately. I need to buy myself a treat, you know. I need to buy myself. I want to buy a TV show. I always feel like I like buying it on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever. 'Cause it feels a bit more like I'm definitely going to watch it. It feels a bit more important. TV. Let's see what's good right now. What's come out? What's fresh? What's hot? Bestsellers. In TV. Don't know why TV. The Crown. Not bothered. I hate the royal family. Outlander. Game of Thrones, which I haven't finished watching, but I can't tell where I stopped. Peaky Blinders. People are going on about Peaky Blinders, aren't they? Why is Peaky Blinders good? Mr. Robot. I tried Mr. Robot, and it's right up my alley. Like, it's all conspiracy and hackers and shit, but again, another show that I just feel like it's wasting my time. Like, it's just going on and on and on, and it's filming really nice looking scenes that have no point, and I don't know. I mean, say for example the X-Files. There isn't a wasted bit in the X-Files. Everything is fucking important, isn't it? Yeah, that Dirk Gently, actually. I'm a bit curious about that. I might watch that. I know it's a Douglas Adams thing, but it just seems a little bit too dorky. Do you know what I mean? But then I only watched episode 1, and I think I've watched the episode 1 twice now. Twice I've tried to get into it, and it just seems a bit dorky. Call the Midwife, not bothered. Actually, this Handmaid's Tale. What's this Handmaid's Tale about? Is it good? Oh, Dexter's old. Thank you, Apathy for Sympathy. God bless you. Because when I saw pictures of it, I thought it was along the lines of, what is it? Call the Midwife. Because they look like, they just look like nurses. I thought it was like a period drama about nurses. The Handmaid's Tale is the story of a life in the dystopia of Gilead, a totalitarian society in what was formerly the United States. Once I found out what it was about, I actually started to think, oh, that's pretty good. That sounds pretty good. No, I don't. No, I'm not going to watch Broadchurch, Natalie. I've never been a fan of like just missing people stuff. Thank you, Tuskaquin 94153. Clearly a robot. Feminist Masterpiece, says Onado. Yeah, I might give it a watch. It definitely seems like something I'm into. I think it was because I was looking at Westworld stuff, and it kind of, somebody said it was like that, and I thought, hold on, is it like that? I mean, I know it's not like that, but you know what I mean. Shows that get clumped together because they're kind of tonally. What else is out? I don't know. I mean, I'm just not bothered. I'm not watching anything apart from Search Party, which I'm fucking loving. I think Search Party is brilliant. Yeah, what new films are out? Let's have a look at films. You know, there was a time I was ordering DVDs, Love Film, Netflix, fucking, you know, I'd be watching 10, 15 films a goddamn week. Now I just cannot be bothered. I'm just waiting for the Hollywood crash to come, you know what I'm saying? It's over. Bestsellers. Paddington 2, not bothered. I've not seen the first one. Murder on the Orient Express, I'd rather read the book. It's got Johnny Depp in it. People don't like Johnny Depp now, do they? He's a bit of a shit, isn't he? Do you have any recommendations for time travel movies? Says Saswacha247. I don't know. Can't think of any. Not off the top of my head. Thor Ragnarok, which I didn't see. That definitely's got a lot of good like recommendations, and so did Blade Runner. I haven't seen Blade Runner, the new one. Jumper. God, you guys remember some old films? Not only old, but kind of shit as well. But Chris, they're making The Witcher. Yeah, I saw about that. The Witcher. Is it going to be a Netflix show? The Witcher. Oh no. Let me put it in. The Witcher. You do realise it's not going to be that great, right? The Witcher TV show. Netflix The Witcher TV show has received its first script. Oh, so it's a long way away. It definitely looks like it might be. It's not this year, is it? Although you never know with Netflix. Stuff on Netflix just kind of pops up, doesn't it? You can't find it out when it's going to be out, and then all of a sudden it's just out. And there's an advert on Twitter Moments for it. Why am I still watching, Chris? Very sad. Well, your fucking profile picture is of me. Of a picture from fucking a long time ago from my private Facebook. So, watching politics and I'm angry, says Mathilda Nonbo. I'm angry at the politics. That's the point. They want you angry. Do you ever think there's going to be a day where politics doesn't make you angry? Would you go back in time if you could? No, I want to live this one out first. Thank you, Chubba Woodbot. Would you go back in time? Would anyone go back in time? I'm sure you would, because I think everybody feels like, you go back in time and you fix all your regrets, don't you? But I don't think that's how reality works. I think you've got to learn that you're gonna have regrets whatever you do. I think if you go back in time and fix your regrets, you're just going to get different regrets. And that might send you crazy. It's like a Twilight Zone episode, you know what I mean? Somebody who goes back in time to fix the past, but then it fucks up in a different way, so they go back and fix that again, and it's like, just get over yourself. Shit happens. That's the tagline for the planet Earth, isn't it? The shit happens. Well, not the shit happens. This summer, the shit happens. I'm just going to put Twilight Zone into Amazon. I want to see how much a good Twilight Zone box it is. Twilight Zone complete series on DVD. Import. I mean, I don't want it on Blu-ray. Why would I have it on Blu-ray? It's black and white, you cheats. Twilight Zone Season 1, Season 2. How far did it get? Well, it's an American show, isn't it? So one season is like 50 episodes. Season 3. I think it's coming back, isn't it? Season 4, Season 5. Yeah, I might get some of that. I like the Twilight Zone. I've not seen enough of it. Ona Doe. I want to go back in time. I want to change my reputation. Good luck. Do you know Outlander? I don't know him personally, Justine G. I know what you mean. A friend of mine introduced me to the TV show Outlander. What series are they on? I get it. It's good, isn't it? It's just not my cup of tea. Series 1 to 2. Season 3 is out. Because it's all a bit... I want to say Mr. Darcy. You know what I mean? I don't even know what I mean by that. You know, this kind of... It's old. There's a love story. He's really handsome. And it's complicated. And it's complicated because they don't have social media. It's a bit Big Bang Theory. Now I definitely know Teska Quinn 94153 is a robot. No, I don't watch the Big Bang fucking Theory. Or Young Sheldon. Is Young Sheldon any good, by the way? I don't know why I'm asking you guys. I mean, if you like the Big Bang Theory, you probably think it's amazing, don't you? What's that Young Sheldon like? Is that even a real... Is that like when Friends did Joey? Thank you, Brianna Rama. Death to Young Sheldon, says Donna D. I'm not... Whoa. I just want to... just give me a critique on the show, people. I don't want to kill a kid. It's probably going to be cancelled after one series. It's overrated. Death to Young Sheldon. Wow, okay, shit. I'll give that one a miss. No, just no. What about The Good Place? Says no, no done intended. Um, um, didn't like it. The thing is with me, I'm not liking a lot of TV shows. I think it's almost as if my mind has become very focused on wanting a certain thing. So I think maybe in the past I would have liked it because there's a sense with it that it's a bit like Pushing Daisies, which I liked. But then I think about it, I don't know if I'd like Pushing Daisies if it was out now. I think I'd find it a bit irritating. I think maybe that's just what happens when you're young. You'll watch everything, and then it slowly starts to narrow down until it just ends on one show, and it's usually Emmerdale or Coronation Street. I'm not there yet, but I'm not willing to kind of sit through. You know, when people talk about binge watching, I can't do it. I mean, especially if there's a show I like. If there's a show I like, I'd much rather watch an episode a day and let it actually run on a bit. Yeah, the It Crowd. I do. I use Netflix to put the It Crowd on a few times. You know, like when you're waking up and you want to watch something with your breakfast. I'll definitely put Netflix on and watch It Crowd. I think Netflix, for me, I'm using it a lot more just to watch all the old comedies I like, rather than getting the DVDs out, because I actually have some of them on DVD, but rather than getting the DVDs out and going through fucking menus. So, like, my list isn't like a list of stuff I want to watch on Netflix, it's a list of all the fucking shows I like. Peep Show, Stuart Lee, Inside Number 9, Blackadder, World's End, Bottom, Hot Fuzz, Fawlty Towers, Psychoville, Coupling, which I'm not really bothered about, but I put that on just in case I wanted to watch it. Ab Fab, Only Fools and Horses, which I don't really like that either. I think I just put it all on my list so that I don't need to search it on Netflix anymore and send myself crazy. Because I'm sure I've put loads of stuff on my list and it's disappearing now anyway. The Royal Family, Him and Her, Sunny in Philadelphia, Rick and Morty, Alan Partridge, Toast of London. It's got good selection of comedy, I think, on League of Gentlemen's all on there, so I don't have to get the box set out. Yeah, loads of good comedy on it, but I don't think has Netflix made a good original comedy yet. It seems like they've had a crack at some sitcoms, haven't they? But I don't know if they've really done a very good like British comedy. But then I suppose they're not doing a lot of British shows, are they? Yeah, Brooklyn Nine-Nine is quite liked. I'm not into that either. It's just a bit too goofy. I'm sure maybe one day I'll be in the mood for it, if you know what I mean. I'm just never in the mood for something like that. I had the same thing with Scrubs. I never really liked Scrubs. It was too it's too fucking like funny. They're all being funny. Bushra says, because you're goofy, Chris. Well, that's probably why. It might be that if I'm a goofy person, maybe I don't want to watch goofy stuff. But then again, I think Green Wing is a masterpiece. But Green Wing was funny and goofy, but I don't know, I think Scrubs is like Green Wing, but for kids. It's too funny, that's a thing? Yeah, it can be with comedy. Being funny, ha ha ha, joke, funny backing song, you know, constant fucking funny, it sometimes makes it shit. And then fucking Scrubs always did that thing where it's like funny, and now here's a really sad bit, oh, it's really sad, funny, sad. And it's like, Scrubs was envisioned as a live-action Simpsons per the creator. Yeah, I often think, like, obviously The Simpsons is still my favourite thing of all time. But often when I'm watching The Simpsons, I realise that it's like, the thing that's perfect about The Simpsons is it's almost, you can almost imagine it being a live action spoof, because it's not too over the top, is it? It's not like Family Guy. There's a lot of it, I think it's all the cast as well. It reminds me of stuff like The Naked Gun and Airplane. But anyway, don't need to talk about The Simpsons. Ow. Yeah, I mean, the newer seasons of The Simpsons are obviously a totally different bag of fish, aren't they? But the problem with The Simpsons is it's, you know, it's writers and stuff like that. So, I mean, the original, everyone says, like, I think it's season 4, isn't it, of The Simpsons? Or, like, season 4, 5, 6, and that was, like, the peak. But they had some writers in there. They had some writers on that were, like, I think that was when they had Brad Bird, and he went off to do The Incredibles, and I think Conan O'Brien was one of the writers and stuff. So it's like, you know, I think all the writers now are just struggling. You should watch Upstart Crow. It's a bit like Blackadder. Yeah, Blackadder, sorry. Yeah, I like Upstart Crow. I don't think I've watched all of it, but Upstart Crow's okay, isn't it? Yeah, it's I mean, it is Blackadder in a way, isn't it? There's a same writer. Oh, it's 46 minutes. I think I've just spent 46 minutes talking about TV shows, which is good. I think when I do something like that, I think maybe next time I'll remember not to talk about TV shows in the next YouNow. Let me go through people's messages, though. Shush, Kitty. Do you listen to any podcasts? I don't know why. I can't get into podcasts. I know people are crazy for them, aren't they? People really love podcasts. And I am planning on doing my own audio-esque thing. So the fact that I don't listen to a lot is problematic, but I'm really not sure why. I just don't like them. I mean, I like the H3H3 podcast, but I watch it on YouTube. I don't listen to it. Comedy Bang Bang, yeah. I mean, I do. I've listened to a few of those. If I was to do podcasts, I'd listen to that. I think it's because I don't travel anywhere. I don't have to go to university. I don't have to travel on trains. And if I did have to travel on a train, I'd listen to music. I guess it's just not my... I don't like voices in my head. There's already enough voices in my head without listening to a whole bunch of people. But I'm sure, I mean, when I was younger, I listened to the Adam and Joe show on BBC Radio 6. So, you know, I think you'd be good at something like a podcast. God bless you, Justine G. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you can be bad at a podcast, really. I mean, it's as long as you can keep talking about shit forever, and as long as there's enough people who are willing to listen to just rambling nonsense. I don't know. Please explain the cheese nap. I think I already did, Justine G. I think I'm just a bit lactose intolerant, so it's a bit confusing because I don't think it's the same with all kinds of dairy products. Some cheesecakes can knock me out, but then some cheese doesn't. Like if I have a cheese in a sandwich, it seems okay, but then if I have cheese grated, I don't know. I really think I just can't have cheese. I mean, I can have cheese. I don't think... maybe I'm not lactose intolerant to the point where, you know, a doctor would say I am. But I just know that... Let's just say I don't order Domino's pizzas anymore. Because there's no point. Because of the pain and the sleepiness. We've been over this. It's not Karina, says Karina S. Oh yeah, I know, it's Carrie Ann, isn't it? Because there's 2 N's. I don't know, I'm reading too many names here. Oh, I sent that cheese nap message out forever ago. Yeah, well, we started talking about Outlander, didn't we? Nice mug, thank you, Martine V. I mean, it's not, is it? It's just that Doctor Who one. I know people go on and on. It's like, oh my god, it's the same mug. But don't you guys have the same mug? Do you pick a different mug every time you go to your... You know, I usually go for the same mug. It's either this one or another one. There's no particular reason. It's not like it's my favourite. I've not got like... I've not got OCD or something. I mean, who here picks a different mug every time they go to the fucking have a cup of tea? Because I'm pretty sure if I know my followers, you're probably picking the same fucking mug every time you go, right? I know exactly what you guys are like. And it's probably got fucking Twilight on it. Yeah, I don't actually like Twilight, I just like the mug. I like my heat-changing supernatural mug. Ay, 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 ay. Chris, you might have a lactose sensitivity where you can only have so much dairy in a day. Yeah, I think that's it. I've been watching Final Space lately, says Chubba Wubba. Yeah, where do I watch that? Fucking, what is it, on TBS? I hope that comes out on DVD. It'd be really nice to own that on DVD. I've not even watched it. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it all up. But thank you, Arrogant Frog. Let's have a look at my top fans. I don't like to say fans. You know, supporters. Number 10, Brianna Rama. I'll try and say people's names right when they're in the top 10. If you're not in the top 10, then I'll say your name however I want. Brianna Rama. Yeah, number 10. Chubba Wubba. Martina Valvik. Poppy Primrose. You seem new. Mathilda Nombo. Carrie-Anne Sandberg. Arrogant Frog. Justine Guinard. Anne Satasas. And it's Justine 9. Okay. If you want to hang out more, I'm going to go make myself a cup of coffee and I'm going to be on Twitch next, doing some GTA missions, although just to warn you, it's GTA 3, not 5. I'm not rich enough for 5, so I've had to stick with 3. But if you want to follow me on Twitch, please follow me. It's almost impossible for me to get new viewers. I've turned it on and it's Syndicate. He's big, isn't he? He's big on the old Twitch. I met him once at VidCon, I think, Syndicate. Although you can never really say you met someone. When everybody's drunk, and I was drunk and he was drunk and we said some stuff, and I think he watches me. Maybe if it is Syndicate, I can't remember. But I don't know if you can really say you've met someone when everyone's drunk. Because I can say, oh yeah, I met him, and then he might say, who? But yeah. But on Twitch, I'm just Crabstickz Boy. But thank you, Hugh Lockian 2000. It's hard to end these shows when there's people watching. But I'm not trending or anything, so I'm going to leave it there. If I was trending, I might have stayed on an extra 10 minutes, but there's no point. Because I'm kind of bored now. I want to play some GTA. I want to do some killing. I want to do some missions. Do you have a specific time you'll be on Twitch tonight? Well, I mean, I'm going to be on Twitch next, so that's all I can tell you. I think March is just me pissing around again with the streaming sites. Maybe in what's next? April. Maybe in April I'll have a very specific kind of not deadline-y schedule thing, but I don't think I need to anymore. I know everyone says like you've got to have a schedule and it gets you more followers. The thing is now that I've got a job, I've got a job that makes me money and stuff, so I can just stream for fun now. Do you know what I mean? I'm just doing it for fun, so I don't really mind about followers or not streaming at a good time or, missing a day or all this kind of stuff, because there's no point. I think that's what my biggest fucking piece of advice to people struggling creatively is: make sure you've got a job, because then you don't have to worry so much. But I'm gonna leave. Thank you, Bushra. Excuse me. But that's the end of the show. Hope you had fun. Sorry it was just a 45-minute rant about TV shows. But, something to talk about, isn't it? So, see you on Twitch if I see you, or see you whenever. I mean, I don't fucking know. Do what you want. Goodbye. Ciao. Ciao.